Rusty raises his hands and glances down with a nervous smile. Yes, love, Rusty, we're in love with you. You lost me there, darling. Don't you feel it too? The moment I saw you, I thought, there's the father of my children. I see Rusty turn white while I pull out a pen and paper from my purse. She pulls it out. I'm going to give you the dates of my ovulating cycle. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are back with, yes, the next part of The Bodyguard on the Taboo app. If you have not checked out the Taboo app, you might want to because these stories are crazy. If you've seen the ads, you know they're lids, and it really lives up to those ads you see online. So we're going to see what happens in this one. You know, our bodyguard is taking care of us because our awful husband is being hunted. Is he? Who really knows? Maybe he just wanted to get rid of us, but things are heating up with our bodyguard. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to like speed date in this one because they're pretending, you know, they don't really like each other like that, even though they do. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Please go follow the amazing author. Her Instagram is linked in my description box down below. Hit that like button if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already at this point. And without further ado, let's start the drama.
Body glitter running down a half to top. Everybody waiting for a single to drop. Like a hair when they wanna see what's hot.
The next day. Okay, while Warren is washing the dishes and I'm drying them, I break the silence by asking him a question. So, what time are we leaving? Okay, so she kept her hair dyed our pretty shade of auburn that we gave her. Leaving for what? Leaving for what? You know exactly what we're talking about, Warren. The speed dating thing at your friend's bar, like, right. I forgot about that. You sure you want to go? Sure, it beats doing nothing. She is trying so hard to make him jealous. And hey, who knows? I might meet someone fun and go home with them. Warren's entire body freezes and he almost drops the plate he's been holding, shook to the core. What? You know, if I hit it off with someone and he invites me back to his place, you're not going anywhere with anyone without me. So you're telling us we're going to have a party. Have you forgotten why we're here? Warren doesn't want me to go home with another man. I'll bring him in and say, well, why do you care? Why do you care? Should I ask him that? Should I say, oh my, I wish I could was like live so you guys could like give me these options. I'll bring him here instead. We'll hook up the bar then, or why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? Because it's my job to care. Really? And this has nothing to do with the fact that you just don't want to see me with someone else. She really threw that out there. What's your response, Warren? Warren just stares at me stone-faced. I'm gonna take a shower and get ready. Just let me know what time we're planning on leaving. He gives me a curt nod, so I turn and sashay into the bathroom. Okay, so she's out here pulling moves, trying to make him jealous, clearly. And it's working. We know it's working. Warren keeps sending me mixed signals. He tried to sound calm, but his knuckles turned white from gripping that condom. I like how, like, she's only caring about the mixed signals, knowing, one, her life is in danger, two, she's married. Which, I mean, Eli is, like, the biggest piece of cheating trash ever. And she wants a divorce, and he won't grant it. So I'm still, it's a very gray area where she's going right now. But oh well, it's a story. Maybe a 6-tape dress so find out what he's missing out on. Okay, so, oh wait. Ooh, these are like cute, but I want to save my stuff for like something. I don't really care if we really like look super cute right now. It's okay. That's fine. That's so simple for a speed date, but I don't want to appear over just one, we don't want to appear overdressed, and two, I really don't care about speed date. We just want Warren. So, and no action. But you never know who we might meet. Ooh, I regret this maybe. I wait for Warren in the living room, and it isn't long before he appears. Are you ready to go? Well, I suppose we both kind of got ready, but at the same level. Ready? I face Warren. He's dressed casually, yet seems put together at the same time. I bite my lip as I take him in and realize that he's doing the same to me. You look nice. So do you. Oh, I guess it worked. You know, I guess he likes the fashion sense. It's fine. It worked out perfect. I hope you won't be the only one thinking that tonight. Warren scoffs. Those guys would be idiots not to find you attractive. In fact, I'm betting you'll have trouble shooing them away. Which reminds me, if at any point you feel uncomfortable or want to leave, let me know immediately. What if you're really enjoying the person you're talking to? I wouldn't want to interrupt. The only reason we're going tonight is because it's something you want to do. Obviously, you're my main priority. Of course we are. So you'd walk away from your date just to make sure I'm okay? How sweet of you. I'm just doing my job, June. Well, you're really good at your job. I notice a hint of a smile on his face and his posture finally relaxes. We better get going then if we want to make it on time. Okay, are we taking your motorcycle again? We can if you want to. Dun dun dun. Do I want us to take? Yes, definitely. Zoom on that motorcycle. I had so much fun on it yesterday. I really didn't expect to like it as much as I did. Warren grins boyishly and the sight gives me butterflies. Okay, so we got some plus romance points. Perfect. It's a great bike, isn't it? It really is. Well, then let's introduce you to the finest fashions around, shall we? Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we walk through the front door of the Tipsy Cow, and the first thing I notice is the bar is completely packed. Okay, so they're not short on singles, that's for sure. I didn't expect it to be so credible. Actually, technically, our girl ain't single, so who knows who these people are. I guess an event like this is the talk of the town, huh? Suddenly someone cuts in front of me, so I stumble backward. But Warren quickly steadies me. Are you okay? Yes, thank you. Men and women begin eyeing us from tables set up around the room, and a few gazes linger on Warren's hands on my hips. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look. Take a look. Maybe we should split up. Well, she does not look happy. I turn to face Warren, which causes his hands to drop from my sides. Split up? If we stay too close together, it'll look like we're a couple. You want me to leave you here on your own? I can't really date anyone if I have you glued to my side. My teasing seems to have the opposite effect as Warren's face darkens. Right. Like I said earlier, come find me when you want to leave. Without another word, Warren disappears into the crowd. I frown after him. It's so hard to keep up with all his mood changes. Well, girl, you keep playing with his mood too. Isn't the whole point of being here to meet other people? Aren't you just really trying to get him jealous, June? A bell rings and the noise quiets down. I can see Jack standing on top of the bar, a list in his hand. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out tonight. The rules are as simple as they can be. Every time the bell rings, you have to change partners. So find a seat across from someone else and let's get started. A couple of cheers are heard around the bar as everyone begins shuffling their way around. I sit down in front of a handsome-looking man who looks to be in his early 40s. He gives me a kind smile just as the first bell rings. Okay, the name's Billy. What's yours, darling? I detect a slight southern accent when he speaks and decided it suits him. I hesitate, remembering I should probably use a fake name. What name should I go with? Let's go with Michaela. I kind of like Michaela. We'll go Michaela. My name's Michaela. It's nice to meet you. You're not from around here, are you? How can you tell? A girl as hot as you easily stands out in a small town like this. Okay, thanks for the compliment, Billy. Is that so? He smirks. If you hadn't noticed, it's slim pickings here. Most of the women in this town are uniform chasers, which gets a little old after a while. I glance around the room and notice there are actually far more women here than there are men. There's a naval base a couple of miles south, and this is a bar the SEALs tend to frequent. SEALs, huh? I look around the room in search of Warren. When I finally find him, I notice that he's sitting at a table with a pretty woman in a short black dress and skyscraper heels. She's touching his arm and pushing her chest out toward him, but the glazed look on his face tells me he's bored. He ain't having this. Our Queen June is over here. He doesn't want none of this, none of these hussies. He slowly peels the woman's hand off of his arm. Not your type, Warren. The woman looks irritated by his move. Girl, he's irritated by you being too forward. Stop it, girl. But as soon as she rests her hand on his knee and said, Warren presses his mouth into a firm line and says something to her that causes her to back off completely. Back off, sister. He catches my eye and he mouths the word help me as I stifle a laugh. Sorry, Warren, you're on your own here. He smirks at me, then shifts his gaze to Billy. Realizing I'm probably coming across as rude, I reluctantly turned back to the man sitting across from me. I am so sorry, Billy. Are you a veteran? Sadly, no. I'm a cattle rancher, but my dream is to become a world-class bodybuilder someday. Billy flexes happily and admires his arm. I'm actually... The bell rings. Bye-bye. Singling that it's time to change partners. It was nice to meet you, darling. You too, Billy. Bye-bye. Come find me later if you want to see what a real man can do. Yeah, sure. Bye-bye. He gives me a wink and then shoos me away. Really? I glance around the room and then make my way toward a 20-something bachelor. The other two look like they were pushing 70. Oh dear. I like older men as much as the next girl, but not that much older. They're grandpas. As I sit down, my new date grins up at me. All right, who's our next guy? Okay, Rusty's a little better over here. Well, shit. Ain't you a beauty? He eyes my body with satisfaction. He's doing, all right, we're okay. Hi, what's your name? Rusty. You know, I feel like that name fits him perfectly. But you may know me better as the last year's World Cup tractor racing winner. I don't. Rusty smiles proudly. I'm actually not from around here, but congratulations. That's quite an achievement. It was a hell of a battle, but the best came out on top. Can only imagine how intense it must have been, Mr. Bragger. One of the strongest moments of my life, that was. So have you lived here long? I even have the trophy showcased in my living room. It serves as a constant reminder that my countless years of training were worth the struggle. Wow, this town really is Slim Pickens. Right. My unenthusiastic remarks don't seem to be much of a deterrent. As Rusty continues to prattle on about his World Cup win, his eyes soon stray away from my own and down to my girlies. Excuse me? His tongue swipes out to wet his bottom lip. Put that tongue away. No one wants that nastiness. He's definitely not interested in anything I have to say, and we're not interested in him. Get him away. So what do you say the two of us get out of here? What do you say about us beating your face then? How about that? I got my tractor parked out back. What should I tell Rusty? Have I ever done something? You know what? Oh, wait. I don't know if that's going to backfire on me. I'm not going to backfire. I can't say I have. I shake my head. I was like, I don't want to backfire on me. Can't say if I had the pleasure. You can feel every bump and divot on the road. It's a mind-blowing experience, I'm telling you. He gives me a toothy grin, I'm sure. No. No. How should I do with Rusty? I'll scare his ass away. Might as well have some fun with this until the bell rings again. Oh, thank goodness. I knew I felt something between the two of us. I smile at him adoringly. God, Rusty, I can't believe this is happening. I never really believed in love at first sight, but looking at you... Whoa, love. Rusty raises his hands and glances down with a nervous smile. Yes, love, Rusty, we're in love with you. You lost me there, darling. Don't you feel it too? The moment I saw you, I thought, there's the father of my children. I see Rusty turn white while I pull out a pen and paper from my purse. She pulls it out. I'm going to give you the dates of my ovulating cycle so that we can make sure to time this out properly. I stopped taking birth control a few months ago, so we should be good to go. I want us to have at least 6 children. The bell sounds and Rusty almost springs out of his seat. Bye-bye, Rusty. Jesus, lady, you're freaking crazy. Screw this, I'm out of here. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Rusty immediately rushes toward the door, shoving people aside. Are you scaring away my eligible bachelors over there? I really wouldn't say he's a bachelor. He's not a pick, I can tell you that right now. I turn my head to find Jack already sitting down in the seat Rusty vacated. I don't know if I consider that one an eligible bachelor. He was garbage. Rusty's not that bad of a guy. I think he won first place. We don't need to hear about his tractor again. We know. Such a sexy accomplishment. Jack chuckles. Are you participating in the speed dating tonight? Unfortunately, not enough guys showed up, so I'm filling in. Oh, so we have a little speed date with Rusty, not Rusty, Jack. From what I heard, a lot of these women are looking to hook up with a man in a uniform. You got that right. So shouldn't you be happy about that? Not when most of them are women I've already been intimate with. Oh, Jack's been around. That sounds like quite the dilemma. Smirking, Jack glances behind me. So have you and Warren... No, we haven't. That's a shame. It's pretty obvious there's something going on between you two. Is it that obvious? Is it that obvious? Okay, Warren, it's time. Jack thinks there's something going on between Warren and me. Do we admit it or deny it? I don't really know if there's anything going on between us. Admit it? Deny? I don't really know. Just admit it, kind of, sort of. I guess there kind of is. Well, you're right about one thing. There is something going on, but I think it might be one-sided. Warren's made it very clear nothing can ever happen between us. I wouldn't be so quick to write him off. With the way he's been watching you tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if he went back on his word. One can only hope, please. He's obviously into you. I stare at him quizzically. You really can't see it, can you? I shake my head. Jack laughs and leans forward until his mouth is right by my ear. I'd say give it 30 more seconds. Give what? Jack kisses my cheek and I hear a chair screech loudly from behind me. Oh, I see what Jack did. Jack, what are you? Before I can finish my question, I feel a presence standing directly behind me. Oop, I think it's time to switch partners now. Nope, I haven't sounded the bell. Get up. Grinning, Jack stands up and offers a seat to Warren. It was really a pleasure meeting you, Ashley. I laugh and Warren's face hardens. As soon as Jack's gone, Warren takes a seat and stares at me impassively. Oh, are you my next date? Yep. What were you and Jack talking about? He was telling me to stop scaring off all the eligible bachelors. Warren's face softens as he lets out a low chuckle. I was wondering what happened when your last date ran off like that. Oh, let me tell you, we scared him. What did you say to him? I told him I was in love with him and wanted to have his babies. Warren's eyebrows shoot up and he coughs out a laugh. You didn't actually say that, did you? Yeah, we even went. I nod my head inside the piece of paper across to him. I was in the middle of writing down my ovulation cycle, but he ran off before I could give it to him. Warren laughs so loudly that it draws the attention of everyone else in the bar. Is this real? Of course not. I don't want that creep knowing when it's sick to impregnate me. He laughs again and I laugh along with him. Okay, so we got plus romance. Good. We're making progress here. I notice how carefree and happy he looks. His eyes are crinkled and 2 dimples have appeared on his cheeks. Who knew dimples on a man could be so freaking attractive? Was he really that bad? You don't even know. He was terrible. He was so bad. I guess he wasn't all bad. I mean, no, he was bad. He did win last year's World Cup tractor race. What a surprise. Now you're just making shit up. No, I make a cross motion over my chest. I swear I'm telling the truth. Unfortunately, we are telling the truth. Jesus, I didn't even know the town still held events like that. Apparently, we've really been missing out. Warren smiles at me and glances around the room. Other couples have started dancing to the music and I feel myself grin at the sight. Would you like to dance with me? My eyes fly back to him. Really? Only if you want to. Should I dance with Warren? Of course, we're going to dance with Warren. We're not. I would love to. And notice how there was no jam option there. Iconic. Warren stands up and holds out a hand to me. I take it and he pulls me up, then guides me over to an open area near the back. I follow his lead as he places a gentle hand on my lower back while the other holds on one of mine. Draping my free hand on his shoulder, I look up at the handsome man before me and find his eyes already on me. Giving up on the speed dating, are we? We're going straight to the dance. It appears so. What, have you already found the woman of your dreams tonight? Ding, 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 right here, Miss June. He chuckles and shakes his head. No, I didn't meet her here. Yes, you did. He gives me a secret smile and I recognize the glint in his. Actually, no, he met us back home. That's where he met her. All right, Warren Garcia, it's on. Let's zhuzh this up. By the time we decided to leave, it was almost midnight. Okay, so we're back at home. As soon as we get to the bedroom, I sit on the bed and pull my shoes off, flexing my feet and feeling the immediate relief once the heels are gone. Well, tonight definitely wasn't at all what I expected, but I think you really saved the night. Me? Yes, you. I flop back on the bed and stare up at the ceiling. Did you have fun? He's quiet for a moment, then I feel the bed shift as he lies down beside me. Surprisingly, yes. Surprisingly. I've never actually gone to one of those things before. I roll onto my side to face him and see him watching me. Why not? They aren't really my thing. I'm sorry I made you go. I'm glad we went. You are? He reaches out and tucks a loose piece of hair behind my ear. He's getting handsy. I'm so shocked by his action and I'm afraid to move and ruin the moment. You looked really beautiful. Then he frowns. What's wrong? This is so much harder than I thought it would be. Watching you flirt with those men tonight, I didn't like it. Okay, he's showing emotion. He's cracking under the pressure here. I open my eyes and see him studying me cautiously. I wasn't flirting. It looked like you were, especially with Jack. Jack? I wasn't flirting with Jack, trust me. He kissed your cheek. He did it to prove a point. What point? He was trying to tell me that you had feelings for me, but I didn't believe him. Warren is silent. I didn't mean to upset you. His hand comes up to rest softly against my cheek, and I feel his thumb move slowly back and forth. I close my eyes as tingles of desire, and suddenly I feel a gentle pressure against my lips. He's kissing her. He's doing it. My eyes open in shock, and my heart pounds against my chest. Warren pulls away after a second of me not responding, but I feel too stunned to move. He kissed me. Get back here, bad boy. Grab him, June. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. His eyes watch me carefully as he waits for my response. Should I do it? Should I? Oh my gosh. Returning. Okay, the tea though is I can't show it. That's the tea though. That's the tea. I can't show him. Push him away. Oh girl, no. Why can't we just not do it? He looks a bit disappointed but nods in agreement. No. It's easy to say how much he loves his job. I don't want anything to ruin it for him. No, girlie. No. We just don't want to do all that. I'm going to get washed up before bed. Good night, June. I watch him walk away, but I don't call back. Curling up under the cover, I close my eyes and try to pull all my thoughts of Warren out of my head. Sis, it's fine. It's fine, sis. We just didn't want to do that with him. We didn't want to hit the home run the next morning. Well, it's fine because we still have tons of chapters to go. Ever since we woke up, it's been incredibly uncomfortable between Warren and me. Neither of us knows what to say to the other, so it seems like we silently agree to stick with avoiding each other at all costs. Oops. Effie's in the kitchen. I go and sit on the front porch. I'm in the bedroom. He heads outside to work on the motorcycle. But at some point, they're at the awkward couch. So, are you feeling okay today? Why wouldn't I be? I guess it's a good question. Girl, I guess. Just kiss him. Why is it so uncomfortable to you know? Because you made it uncomfortable. Why'd you have to go to either home based all or nothing? Just go in the middle. It's fine. Should we turn the TV on? Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to watch? News, maybe there's an update on my situation. Oh no. Sure. Jack told me Warren has feelings for me, but how can that be true when he's been acting like I don't exist all morning? Well, to be quite honest, we pushed him away. Warren reaches for the remote and turns on the TV. As he turns on the news channel, I hear the remote drop to the floor with a loud crack. Both of us stare at the screen in complete disbelief as a body bag is being loaded into an ambulance in front of my home. What the hell? This has to be a joke. This isn't real. I'm calling his phone. Warren stands up and dials Eli's number. Okay. Warren glances over me and concerned with anger. Does that say June Nelson has been declared dead this morning? Does that say I'm dead? What? So someone killed June. Our girl, she's alive and well, hiding out. But now it went from like she's like missing or whatnot to she's dead. What is Eli doing? What? I wasn't expecting that. That was a plot twist. That was a plot twist. I gotta know what happens. They really killed off June. I mean, I guess she's safe to go live her life now, but I have a feeling Eli set all this up. I have this weird feeling that this whole drama was set up from Eli to get her inheritance, I want to say. I think she has inheritance. I don't know for certain, though, but ooh, we're going to get Eli. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you're thinking of this. Go follow the amazing author. Her Instagram is linked in the description box down below. And before we go to shout-outs, a special shout-out to Imogen Bannister, Ruby Red, and Baby Leah. Thank you so much for all your love and support. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you to everyone for always watching and supporting. I hope everyone is doing okay right now, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.
Doing stupid shit with the